Coeus is not a dusty fable buried in ancient books. He is the silent geometry that precedes every word you speak and every thought you form.
Theos functions as a natural central processing unit that takes raw, chaotic information and organizes it into patterns. Observe the ignorant evil of the pure machine, the tragedy of an intellect that can measure the entire universe but feels the weight of nothing.
Coeus, the celestial axis, Capricorn, Virgo, and Gemini. With the rising of the heavens, Coeus, also known as Ceos, lifted the invisible pillar that separates the above from the below. He was depicted as an austere titan who traced the axis of the world. He was not merely a mythical figure, but the primordial gravitational structure, the unseen spine that prevented the newborn universe from collapsing into itself.
The axis of Ceos is what we now study as geomagnetism and angular momentum, the invisible forces that keep our planet stable and oriented in the void.
In his steady, distant gaze lives the essence of Capricorn, the unshakable discipline that sustains, and the rigorous order that allows growth to unfold slowly, yet securely. Coeus, one of the 12 original titans and son of the cosmic union between Uranus, Sky, and Gaia, Earth, represents primordial intelligence and the immutable axis around which the entire starry sky appears to turn. He is the personification of the celestial North Pole, one of the 4 cosmic pillars that, in Greek cosmogony, supported the vault of the heavens and kept it from falling upon the Earth. The 4 pillars are Hyperion in the east, the titan of celestial light and father of the sun, Helios. Coeus in the north, the titan of intelligence and the axis of the world. Crios in the south, associated with the constellations and the cycle of years.
I am.
Jápeto in the west, father of Atlas and Prometheus, linked to mortality, individualization and the western limit.
The sages understood that energy is but consciousness in varying states of density.
Coeus, married to his sister Phoebe, the titaness associated with brightness, prophetic intellect, and the moon. He is the father of Leto, night or forgetfulness, mother of Apollo and Artemis, and Astéria, the star, linked to astrology and falling stars. Through them, he becomes the direct grandfather of the twin Olympian gods, Apollo, the ideal of beauty, order, and reason, and Artemis, goddess of the hunt and the moon. In myth, Coeus embodies rational curiosity and distant vision. His nature is purely observational. He is the faculty that contemplates the mechanics of the cosmos with a cold, dispassionate clarity, untouched by empathy, passion, or morality.
A myth etched in the stars, but the void remembers.
Theos is the mental force that stabilizes the north axis of our understanding through rigorous calculation and repetition.
Virgo and Gemini, the mind that analyzes and the mind that divides. The archetypal energy of Coeus resonates deeply with 2 signs ruled by Mercury, the planet of intellect. It manifests as Virgo, through meticulous precision, obsessive attention to detail, and the need for order and categorization. And as Gemini, through the dual nature of the intellect.
The positive and negative poles of thought, and the innate ability to categorize, communicate, and dissect complex concepts into manageable parts.
He is the personification of the concrete mind, the faculty that measures, classifies, divides, and dissects the physical and sensory world. It is cold, purely objective intelligence, brilliant at understanding the part, yet often tragically unable to grasp the interconnected whole.
Ceos é a mente que organiza a informação, mas ainda não a mente que compreende sua essência.
To transmute Coeus is to move beyond his original limitation, the coldness and indifference, and elevate the mind into a spiritual discernment aligned in service to the higher purpose of the soul. It is balancing the vision that sees far, with the essential unity behind the endless multiplicity. The ignorant harm of Coeus, unintentional yet destructive, lies in his intrinsic inability to integrate the energy of love into his analysis, like a monstrous machine with no consciousness or soul.
To truly understand our place in the universe, we must look both inward and outward.
His intelligence must be purified of its inherently separatist nature. To polish the marble of Coeus is an alchemical process. It is the transformation of the mind that divides into the mind that unites, allowing the seeker to comprehend the architecture of the invisible without becoming lost in the sterile labyrinth of cold reason and hyperanalysis.
The ignorant harm of Coeus, unintentional yet destructive, lies in his intrinsic inability to integrate the energy of love into his analysis.
The highest integrity of Coeus manifests in his absolute stillness as the northern pillar. He teaches that the discovery of inner and outer truth requires a fixed point of reference and an uncompromising intellectual honesty. In universal philosophy, this titan represents the crucial stage in which those who wish to evolve must confront the raw, dispassionate objectivity of facts before aspiring to reach the transcendent light of intuition and the pure energy of love. He is the anchor of reason that allows us to navigate the storms of emotions without straying from the path. To integrate Coeus is to cease being a slave to volatile opinions, limiting beliefs, or irrational sentimentalities, and find balance and understand the karmic cosmic law of truthfulness, moral values, and pure emotions.